This month I've started exploring other mobile strategy games and mobile games in general to see what's been going on. I've always been pretty interested in the market overall, and there's so much going on and so much has been happening that I've been missing. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video and if you've tried the subject of today's video, Rise of Kingdoms. If you haven't tried it yet, look in the description of this video for a special link to download the game and a gift code to help you get started. It would be really amazing if you could use this, as it would help me create more content like this in the future. Alright, let's get started. Hey guys, this is Heretic, and in today's video I wanted to talk about the Rise of Kingdoms mobile strategy game. And specifically, I wanted to talk about the ultimate KVK battle that took place about a month ago. Rise of Kingdoms is one of the most popular mobile strategy games, and it combines elements of real-time strategy, city building, and multiple online battles. This game is set in a historical context, allowing players to build and expand their own civilizations, train up their armies, and compete against other players across the globe. If you haven't already heard about it yet, this last battle was one of the biggest mobile events to have happened and the biggest so far in 2025. So what is this massive KVK event in Rise of Kingdoms, and why are so many people talking about it now? Basically, this event leads from the outer portions of the battle map to control passes that lead to the very center. So you start off with the zone 5 and 6. Basically, you have to win those battles to get to the center, to control that pass, to make it to the center. For the final part of the fight, which is at the Kingsland area, where the goal is to control the Great Ziggurat, only the top kingdoms in the game can compete in this event and put their names in the history books of the kingdoms that won it. And in addition, they all get amazing rewards that are associated with this event. People have been talking about this so much because the battle was really unprecedented in that over 5,000 players participated at the very start. So there were so many players that the servers were overloaded for a while, with even some of the big content creators not being able to join the fun at the very beginning. It was just overwhelming. The playing field turned into a web of red lines of people attacking and moving troops everywhere. Really, again, it was just overwhelming to view in real time. These events happen throughout the year, but this is the biggest one yet, with one of the biggest games out there, and it really sets the stage for the next massive KVK in the future. If you haven't downloaded the game already, use the gift code now and use the link in the description of this video to get in on the action. This battle included Hedon 1960, led by Seawill with a crazy 521 billion kingdom power and 4.1 trillion kills. Their alliance, 60 GT, was a powerhouse to compete with, featuring top players like Al-Hatham and Ploto. Tofal 2377 with the popular content creator Chizgul was equally formidable. Their alliance GV77 had 242 billion power and 3.1 trillion kills, with legends on their team like Mr. Hope and Wild Lion. Yo-Yo 1093, a veteran kingdom with two main alliances, 93T and 93X, came to the battle with 557 billion power and 3.5 trillion kills. Leaders Nico and Silent Flow were ready to show how dominant they were. Sarah 1365 stood tall with 640 billion power and 3 trillion kills. Star players like Save, Baba, and Furious made them all an opponent to fear. The war started off with the battle over Zone 5, with 1960 and 2377 facing off. 2377 with Chizgul jumped off to an early lead and looked destined to take it all, but 1960 performed a stunning comeback, exposing a gap in 2377's defenses. While 2377 and 1960 were fighting, Kingdoms 1093 and 1365 had a huge battle of numbers and power, and 1093's numbers eventually pulled off the win. These two first battles foretold an incredible ending to the event, which took weeks to complete. This final stage in the massive KVK was a battle for Kingsland. And when I say battle, it's really a war with thousands of players fighting simultaneously in real time. By the end, this KVK had amassed around 18 trillion kill points and around 80 billion troop losses, and it took weeks to complete. This was not some sort of short event or some event that just took a few hours. This event required teams to coordinate their strategies between time zones and to react fast and rebuild their defenses and stage attacks. In the end, Hedon 1960 won the Kingsland battle with players Prodigo from 1960 and BT Cyborg from 2377 setting new 20 billion kill point season records. This truly was a massive war, unlike anything that's ever been seen in mobile gaming, and included thousands of players from all over the world directly controlling their armies using tactics and strategy like flanking their opponents and coordinating with all of their allies. This event included hundreds of thousands of troops fighting simultaneously in real time on a single map. In a word, it's just epic. The stakes for this were really high, beyond just bragging rights. The rewards for the victors were incredible. What is exciting and surprising to me as a mobile gaming player that's been doing this for a long time, is just the scale and the depth of these battles and the amount of realism and the amount of having to shift your strategies and react in real time. It's really crazy. I didn't expect to see this in a mobile game. I haven't been playing Rise of Kingdoms for very long, but these types of massive battles are intense and exciting and happen throughout the year. Watching all of these millions of troops fighting it out is incredible to see. This event can go on for weeks again. It goes on for a while as each of these opponents are trying to move from stage to stage to the final battle. Compared to other mobile games where the battles are shorter and include less players overall, of course, or they use some automated battle mechanics, there's really not any comparison to what Rise of Kingdoms doing with these massive KVK events. And again, they happen several times throughout the year. And if you haven't already, I recommend that you download the game and use the gift code that I have in the description of this video. And with that, take care.